Oh, look at you.
What's this now?
I'm directing, Kevin. I'm directing.
You are, man.
Pooh Corner about not okay touching.
The house on Pooh Corner?
Wait, you know this? The PSA is about...
Well, I know the house on Pooh Corner, but they did a PSA about not good touching?
Yeah.
Oh, I hate to mention it, Pooh. I really do. But I think we should tell our friends that danger doesn't always come from strangers. It can be from someone you know.
Oh, Piglet, you're right. People you see every day might want to touch you. And sometimes that's dangerous.
Winnie the Pooh shouldn't be saying these.
No.
Well, there are certain private places on your body that nobody is supposed to touch except you. Your bathing suit covers your private parts. Sometimes your parents might touch them if they're dressing you or bathing you, or the doctor has to touch them when he's examining you. That's okay touching.
But is there touching that's not okay, Pooh?
Oh, yes.
Fucking A, there is.
If your teacher pulls your bathing suit aside and puts a fist in, that would be on the no-no list. Stupid.
It'd just be so much more believable if Pooh was like, who was it? Was it fucking Al? I knew it. Al's a fucking pederast. Is that it right there?
Yes, look at it. That's the worst Pooh
That's
ever.
a cheesy Pooh.
That's the Pooh you're afraid to get touched by.
No kidding.
It's the guy who has a Pooh suit just to molest kids in it.
But look at it, like they're delivering an important message, but they're wearing these creepy costumes. There's no facial expressions whatsoever. You hear fucking Piglet being scared, but he still looks happy.
He's smiling.
Yeah, he's just like, oh, Pooh, is there such a thing as wrong touching? And he's like, I don't know, you seem delighted by the concept.
Tell me more, Pooh.
Okay, Pooh.
Oh, yes, Piglet. And that's the kind of touching that gives you a funny feeling inside. It feels wrong because other people shouldn't touch your...
Or does it feel good and you're confused?
Funny feeling could be
that
a funny
feeling is it feels good, but you're a little confused
And the
by it.
first time I jerked off, that was a pretty funny feeling.
Right.
It started a career that spanned decades.
Could you imagine that this is how you fucking find out that you've been molested because Winnie the Pooh told you?
Yeah.
Because your parents didn't have the good sense to be like, look, if anybody touches your fucking no-no, tell me.
Tell me, and I'm
You're watching the house on Pooh Corner, and Pooh's just like, if they touch your cock, it's wrong.
Jeez, that's what happened with the neighbor, and now
God, Winnie the Pooh.
How do I get in touch with Pooh and tell him? Like, what the fuck? You're supposed to tell you.
Does anyone have the number for the house on Pooh Corner?
That creepy pig that should be blowing somebody at the end of The Shining.
Great party.
In a fucking massive snap zoom. They both look up.
Yeah, they both look up.
How great is that to get blown by someone in a piggy outfit? Not only is it done a man, but he's got on a piggy outfit.
Oh, were they
Party.
dirty? That party was dirty.
Here we go.
Because other people shouldn't touch your private parts.
But Pooh, what do I do if somebody tries to touch me that way?
Now, here's the important part. If anybody tries to touch you anywhere in a not okay way, a way that feels wrong, tell them no.
No matter who they are, Pooh?
Absolutely, Piglet. It's not always a stranger, even if it's somebody you know or somebody you've seen at home, at school,
This is
or in your
confusing.
neighborhood.
Yeah.
You
Who
have
can
to
touch
say
me?
This
no.
is the kind of advice that gets you on the back of a fucking milk carton. Because if fucking Uncle Bob tries to touch you wrong and you say no, Uncle Bob doesn't want to be found out.
Right.
Uncle Bob will probably put you in a shallow grave. And Pooh put you there with his bad advice. Basically, you're just supposed to quietly suffer through it, deal with it in therapy for years after that, but make sure you tell your parents Uncle Bob won't come over anymore.
This is an endless PSA, too. It's
God.
awful.
Hey, we haven't even gotten to the song or the tricks that bad people use to get you not to tell.
Oh, nice.
Get to the tricks. Man.
Yeah.
Get to the
Well, we
tricks.
got to hear the song though a little bit.
If someone gets too near to your private parts, say no loud and clear. That's being smart.
Yes.
And they're showing depictions of it.
Yeah.
Could you show me how?
Here's how. Say no. Stop that. It's not okay with me. No, don't do that. I have the right to see. My body is my very own. That's how it's got to be. I've learned that time to say it's not okay with me. No, it's really not okay. No, don't do that. Take your hands away. I know I'm not at all to blame. I've done nothing bad, and now I'm going right away to tell my mom and dad.
Oh my God, yeah, I'm going right away to tell my mom and dad. You're not so quick, kid.
Yes, Pooh.
Yeah, really.
I think I could do it. I'd say no. Stop that. That is what I say. No, don't do that. It's really not okay. I know I'm not at all to blame. I've done bad, and now I'm going right away to tell my mom and dad.
That is how those little kids wind up getting killed.
Just snap the neck right there.
Because
That's
they're
it.
like, I can't have you telling anybody.
Like I'm telling, because every one of those
the
guys
message
are like,
who should be delivering is like, just fucking play along, and then when you get a chance, then run away.
and run away, and then
Grab
and then,
a heavy object, hit him in the balls.
Or
yeah,
even if it was a no, Pooh should say like, say no, but then say, I'll keep it under my hat.
yeah.
Secret is all ours. It's okay.
Well, tricks that bad people use to get you not to tell.
While you're here, why don't you tell us about tricks?
Glad you asked, Pooh.
I turn them
Now
all the
this
time, Pooh. Because I was touched when I was a child.
Glad you asked, Pooh. Now this time, I'm talking about tricks that bad people use to get you not to tell when they do something wrong to you, like touching you in a not okay way.
Oh, my.
But no matter what kind of trick someone tries with you, remember, always tell your parents or someone you trust when someone tries to touch your private parts. And keep telling till someone helps you. Now, what would you do if someone says he'll hurt you if you tell?
Oh,
All right, here we go.
Trick. I'd still tell my mom and dad.
it's a trick.
Good.
Okay,
And if
I don't
someone
agree with
says
that at
they'd
all.
hurt
That isn't a trick. If they say, "Look, I'm going to hurt you," then you got to like start using your wits.
The trick would be if they brought you back from the dead after they killed you.
That's a
Because
trick.
that's what happens. They're not like, I'm going to threaten them with fucking...
Yeah, yeah. Because there are people that are pedophiles that wouldn't even speak badly to kids. Like they actually are in love with them and think everything's fine and dandy. If you're one of those guys that are going to say, "Look, I'll kill you," or your parents or whatever if you don't do this, you're dealing with somebody that's probably going to break your little neck. And you're going to be in a little shallow grave.
Even if you do it, he's going to kill you. It's a very bizarre thing.
Yeah, thanks.
But I mean,
Jimmy really brings up.
You gotta act like they're not gonna tell. I mean, this is fucking asshole advice. Tell them, do what you will. I'll still testify. That's not the smartest thing to tell a child. Stupid.
Tell them you're going to ruin their life and livelihood and marriage.
The song they should be singing instead is just like, don't leave the house. Never leave your house. It's terrible outside. Don't ever go outside. Such a horrible fucking world,
It
man.
certainly is.
Really, there's very little good in it.
Well, Jordan from Pittsburgh.
Evil.
Great advice coming from a motherfucking bear that doesn't even wear pants.
That's good. I'm stealing that joke.
I have no private part.
Good. And if someone says they'd hurt your parents if you told?
I wouldn't believe them. I'd tell.
What if someone says they'll see and hear everything you say and do?
It's just a trick. I wouldn't believe them. I'd still tell anyway.
Right. And if somebody says your parents will never love you again if they find out?
That's true.
No, it's just a trick. I'd still tell my parents.
Right again.
Oh, that's dark.
Boy, you kids know how to help yourselves. Because those threats bad people make are not true. They're just tricks to get you not to tell.
But they're not.
Always tell if someone does something you think is wrong. Even if they say it's a secret. Keep telling and telling.
Yeah.
Someone will believe you.
You tell
It's
them,
not
little
your
Jean
fault.
Benet.
Tell.
Just tell.
Just say,
Yeah.
What if it is your dad or something? He's supposed to
that
just run in the
person
room and run
touched
back
me,
in.
and it felt
Guess what you
wrong.
just tried to do to me?
Pooh doesn't cover that.
No.
Pooh, what happened to your private parts? Someone stole them. Stole my manhood.
I got them
hang out with a pig and a rabbit and an owl because of it.
They had honey on them, and the bees stung it off. It was eaten by a bear because there was honey on it. He ripped my cock and balls off. Now I'm a faggoty eunuch bear who cock blocks everyone else. Eat my ass, Piglet.
Someday your privates will look like Kenny Loggins' beard.
All right. I guess that's about it.
Yes, Pooh. Pooh says it's time to go now. Where's Tigger? Oh, getting it up the ass.
Wait, there's a little more to that clip.
Telling and telling. Someone will believe you. It's not your fault. Tell. Just say, Mom, Dad, that person touched me and it felt wrong.
Don't be such a rat fuck, Piglet. Snitches get stitches. It'll be a long time before you meet anyone who can take your entire dingle into their mouth. Enjoy it while you can. Don't be such a little fruit.
Oh, goddamn. Fucking Jimmy.
Oh, that's funny.
Let's go to Joe. Joe, what's up?
There's another PSA that He-Man and She-Ra do from like the early '80s, where they actually tell you that if you get touched, to tell a priest or a rabbi or one of your clergy. It's
Great.
Oh, really?
Good idea, that is.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's real fun, man.
Well, that sounds like a shame, child. Come over here.
I'm out. See you guys later.
It's even more.
Do the priest as Pooh.
Come here, child.
No, that's the Irish priest. Do the priest as Pooh.
Yes, come here, little child. Sit on my knee and I'll tell you about Jesus and his little loincloth.
Your Pooh voices were priceless. You took Pooh, you made him into a British fruit.
Christ died for what I'm about to do to you.
Let's go to Bruce in Mississippi. Bruce, what's up?
Yeah, today on the Opie and Anthony show, I learned that Steve ate Winnie the Pooh's cock and balls.
Poor Steve. Is that the, did you find it? Yeah. Fucking YouTube, man.
Is this it, really? Yeah. All right, let's take a listen.
What's this?
She-Man.
She-Man. She-Man and She-Man.
He-Man.
That's another video that Jimmy watched earlier. She-Man.
She-Ra and I want to talk to you about something that's very personal. Your body.
Remember, it's your body and no one should touch you in a way that you feel is wrong.
Get anybody who tries it.
It's not that easy, Orko. It's hard for a young person to admit that he or she has been touched in a bad way.
If you've been touched that way, don't be ashamed.
Why is he pointing at me accusingly?
I know.
Yeah.
If you've been touched that way,
It's your
own fault.
Damn it.
It means you're dirty.
You little cock tease.
Keep it to yourself or the Lord won't forgive you. Superheroes never get touched.
His Dutch boy hairdo.
Oh, he's just great.
Oh, the animation was so bad during that
So
period.
weak,
They would
man.
just have like one fucking plate and then the mouth moved.
Took forever to fucking draw this shit up.
Oh,
Here, get
no
the rest
fluid
of it on.
motion.
If you've been touched that way, don't be ashamed. Tell someone you trust, like your parents, your doctor, your teacher, or counselor, or your minister or rabbi.
All
Right,
right.
Orko?
Right on.
Tell everybody.
I know.
Yeah,
it's
put a
like,
sign
it's
out
not
front.
bad enough that you're looking at two impossibly beautiful people giving you advice like this, and then they bring the weird phantom ghost fuck bat thing in to back him up, where they're like, "Right, Orko?" He's like, "Yeah, I don't even exist." And at the moment where he's just like, if anyone tries that with you, I'll get him.
Yeah.
And you're a kid, and you're like, Orko's got my back.
It's like, yeah, okay.
And then
this
when
is
Uncle
good.
Tommy has your fucking balls in his mouth, where's Orko? Orko, please save me.
Orko doesn't
He
have
ain't
to worry
showing
about.
up.
Orko doesn't have to worry about penetration. Though.
No, he's too
Orko has
dimensional.
no lower torso.
Right.
No wonder Orko doesn't care. He fucking shits into a bag. Fucking.
If someone tries to touch your bag, run. I still think one of the fucking darkest, most sinister, funny things I've heard, maybe in the last 5 years, was Pooh going like, was the line where you fucking capped it, where you go with,
what the hell?
With the parents.
Oh, yeah, you are wrong. Yeah, it was your fault. Oh, your parents won't love you anymore.
Yeah, he goes to the stranger, says like,
if you think your parents aren't going to love you anymore.
Because that's true.
It's true. It's true.
Oh, they'll hate you. Dark.
Your father will hug you, but the eye contact will never be the same.
Our last Smodcast was all about Harry Potter?
It was.
Only think of things you could have done to get away, but didn't. It's always going to be in the back of their heads. And the slutty clothes you went out in.
For the rest of your life, you'll be his son who was fucked without a struggle.
Oh, my God.
What's even fucking funnier, though, is every time Jimmy does his poo, he moves like C-3PO.
His arms are moving like 3PO.
I know.
Over here! Over here!
Fucked without a struggle.
That is not even close to being correct.
So horrible.
Why do we laugh at horrific shit like that?
It's always the stiff arm sells it. That fucking killed me.
I love it.
Oh, boy.
Here's a runner-up line of the day.
Someday your privates will look like Kenny Loggins' beard. Never enough occasions to fit Kenny Loggins' beard in.
It was always just so unkempt, stupid looking.
Puffing up.
But it was an awesome delivery of beard. He turned it into a 2-syllable word.
Here's your line of the day.
Here comes the line of the day, line of the day.
Tell. Just say, Mom, Dad, that person touched me and it felt wrong.
Don't be such a rat fuck.
Ush. It is. Wow, rat fuck.
Penis is what boys have down in front. Penis is the word that always seems blunt. All boys have a penis, so no matter what you've heard, remember that penis is the proper word. Vulva is what girls have down below.
Even though most people call it vagina, and some children call it vagina.
Vulva, when she's naked it will show. All girls have a vulva, so no matter what you've heard, remember that vulva is the proper word. Both boys and girls have breasts. Each person recognizes their found upon our chests and grow to different sizes. Our anus is a useful thing indeed. The anus gives relief in time of need. We all have an anus, so no matter what you've heard, remember that anus is the proper word. So don't be appalled, cause that's what they're called, and each of them's the proper word for private part.
Variety of discomfort.
That was from one of the most awful shows ever. It was like an hour-long special starring the Fonz. And the Fonz was telling you how not to be touched.
YouTube,
Oh, it's just great. Hey, he's working on his bike. Hey, don't let anyone touch your pecker. What the fuck is the Fonz talking about? All he's talking about is fucking the twins up in his room and...
My favorite part of that song, though, is when he goes, your anus, it gives relief in times of need. But he's not mentioning that it's to the older gentleman. He gets a hold of you.
All right, let's thank Kevin Smith.
Thank you.
Yes, great energy today.
The guy's
that was fun.
up all night, and he comes in for the whole show.
Yeah,
Trooper.
in case anyone's out there going like, oh, it's so horrible they laughs at those child abuse jokes. I haven't slept in over 24 hours.
Of course.
If I had a good 8 hours sleep, I would have been like chastising.
You'd be yelling at us. We understand
Nothing
that.
funny about child abuse except fucking fucked without a struggle. That was so fucking dark.
This concludes our broadcast day. Click.